And welcome back to This Week in the Mohawk. Let me start that again. And welcome back to This Week in the Mohawk Valley. It's time now for the Central New York Travel Show portion of today's program. Sara Foster from Oneida County Tourism with us. Good morning, Sara. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. We're going to talk about two big events coming up in the city of Rome.
Yes, Rome is very busy right now, and we are joined today by Rome Mayor Jackie Izzo, and we are talking about the bicentennial celebration of the Erie Canal, celebrating 200 years, and Honor America Days. But I know first we are going to talk about the bicentennial celebration, so why don't you give us a little background on that?
Well, for the first year, for 1 year this year, we are having the opening event of Honor America Days. Will be commemorating the bicentennial of the Erie Canal. So it's a really large event that the state has looked forward to. We will be having state participation there. And, of course, Rome is significant because the first dig for the construction of the canal was in Rome. So really it's the recognition of the 200 years of a transportation system that really changed the way goods were moved throughout America. But we are going to have a lot of events throughout the day to commemorate that bicentennial. We have an arts fair that will be taking place, a few dozen vendors for that. We will also have food and beverage, food trucks, as well as some spirits. We also have organizations like the Utica.youtube will be participating with us. Many of the nonprofits, the Erie Canal Museum will be there, Boonville Black River Canal Museum. A lot of the canal museums from around the state will be opening up some exhibits so that people that are interested in canal history will have a really good understanding of what took place, not only in Rome but along all of the canal. And then throughout the day, we will have boat tours of the Lewis McClure. That vessel is coming down and will be stationed there for the weekend. There will be multiple county, state, and local agencies and organizations that will be exhibiting. There's an art show and sale. We have interactive presentations by artists. There will be kayaking on the canal. We have a kayaking program in Rome, and we are going to open it up for a little bit longer that day so people can enjoy kayaking on the canal. We'll have programming for children with magicians and little things going on during the day that will interest the kids. The food truck rodeo, as I mentioned before, with a wide range of regional foods, and craft beers and wines will be on display there, New York State beers and wines. We will start the day around 9 o'clock. There's going to be a yoga session.
I did see that. Yoga right on the canal, right?
Right on the canal.
Sounds like a very peaceful morning.
Exactly, yes. And then the Arts Festival will begin around 10 o'clock. Around noon will be a reenactment ceremony, so there will be some speeches there by some dignitaries. I believe the regional director for the canal will be there. And then they will reenact the first dig. After that, we have Classified taking the main stage at 1 o'clock. There will be at 3 o'clock, there will be Magic on our auxiliary stage. The Utica Zoomobile will be there from 3 to 6 with a display. At 4 o'clock, we have the Salt City Jazz Orchestra, who will be on the main stage. And then at 6 o'clock, we will bring Magic back. And at 7, we'll have Alex Torres and his Latin Orchestra on the main stage, which we think is going to be a very high entertainment, interactive type of music that will lead us into a large fireworks display around 9:30. That will cap our day.
This is a full day.
Yes, this is a full day.
And I know you're mentioning like the Zoomobile, the food trucks, we have history. So it sounds like this is a really good event for anybody. I mean, family and like any age. Is that correct?
Yes. As with any Honor America Days event, we try to make it very family oriented. So there should be something for everyone. And also we've made millions of dollars of improvements to the canal itself. And the Bellamy Harbor Park is really becoming a complex now. Our navigation center will be open for the celebration. It'll probably be the first time that it's open, it's completed. We will have both sides of the canal now that have where it had work done to them. There's a walking path so you can walk through to each side, so there'll be events on each side. So it really is becoming a beautiful passive park.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking right before the show started about that area. I remember going down there a couple years ago, and you could see how much potential it had, and it's really great to see that it's come such a long way and that there are so many different types of events that are taking place there.
Well, I think that the New York State should be very proud of the dollars that have been spent there in capital projects, because it is really beautiful, and it is a great commemoration along the barge canal now of Rome's history with the canal. And of course, next year begins the celebration for the barge canal. So
we're celebrating all the canals.
Yes. So we will certainly be having some events down there to recognize that as well.
And this is just to remind everybody that Saturday, July 22nd. So this coming weekend. And this is a bicentennial celebration right on the Erie Canal, Bellamy Harbor Park.
Right.
Events kick off at 9 a.m. with yoga and then basically last
until around 9:30 or so, until the fireworks are done.
And one other thing, so there's a main stage and a second stage.
Yes.
So this is a large event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's a large space down there, so we're trying to do things that will keep people interested. On the secondary stage will mostly be our magic shows. Those will be for the children.
Yep.
They may not be interested in the entertainment on the main stages, but we're trying to keep it very upbeat all day long, and hopefully it'll be the type of music that people enjoy, and they will also mill around and frequent the food trucks and the beers and wines. So we're trying to showcase New York State.
Yeah, that's a good variety. You can't really go wrong with food trucks and
Right.
living spirits. And then, so this is kind of leading up then to Honor America Days, correct?
Exactly, yes. So the traditional Honor America Days will begin on Saturday, July 29th with our parade. And our parade is shaping up right now to be a large one again, probably around 14 divisions. That'll kick off at 10 o'clock on North James Street, Saturday, July 29th. And then in the evening, we will have the Symphoria on the lawn of Fort Stanwix for the traditional Pops concert. I think it's going to be very interesting this year. They're bringing the chorus back. That's approximately 50 to 100 people. It was very impressive last year. And so what's nice about that is when we do the Armed Forces medley, they actually sing the medleys of all the services. So it kind of adds things to it. They're going to be doing a recognition of the Battle Hymn of the Republic with the chorus. They're going to be singing God Bless America. So we're really looking forward to a very upbeat and patriotic night on Saturday, July 29th. And then that will lead into the rest of the events for Honor America Days. Lots of smaller things taking place during the week, leading up to another celebration at Bellamy Harbor Park for the Rotary Canal Fest on the second weekend of Honor America Days in early August, the first weekend. And the Canal Fest will take place this year Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's a change from years past. They're going Thursday, Friday, and Saturday instead of Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
And so they have a lot of events planned. They will have Hawkins rides down there, and so that will be their traditional event with some things on the barge itself, some shows, and I think they have anything but a boat race. And they will be also having some fireworks down there. So it'll be a great way to cap everything off. And then I should also mention too, on Sunday night, I believe it's 6th, will be the Drum Corps, the Drums Along the Mohawk show.
Oh, yeah.
And the Drum Corps show this year has I think 7 corps coming. And that ended Honor America Days last year, and it was a great way to do it. And we're happy they got that date again this year. And that will kind of be our closing event at RFA Stadium.
So for Honor America Days, this is not just one day, as you mentioned. It kind of takes place over the course of a couple of weeks. Do the majority of the events take place at Fort Stanwix or all over the city of Rome? I mean, we mentioned Bellamy Harbor Park as well.
They're all over the city of Rome.
Okay, and
they're also like the parade is about 1.5 miles, and that goes right through the heart of Rome, starting in North Rome and then ending in the downtown area. So. And then we do have events at Fort Stanwix with Symphoria, and then I believe the fort has a movie on Friday night on the lawn on the 28th, and then there are some smaller events that will take place there, and of course then we go back to Bellamy Harbor Park for the Canal Fest, August 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and then the Drums Along the Mohawk show, the Drum Corps show on the 6th at RFA Stadium.
And then there also is the Honor America Days 5K parade run.
That takes place before the parade. That's grown into a large run. They actually run the parade route. I believe it begins at 8:30, and they run the parade route. And then they have a little bit of a little award ceremony at the reviewing stand area, where the parade, and then about a half hour later, the parade steps off.
That's great. And that is, it looks like $20 for adults and $10 for students if they're looking to run.
Right. And then I think last year they had a couple hundred people.
Yeah, races are great.
They are.
People love it. Especially we're coming off the Boilermaker, so people are feeling motivated and
Absolutely.
in shape. So, yeah, stick with it.
And it's great before the parade because a lot of people are out watching the runners all along the parade route. So it really is a nice way to start the day.
It helps. It helps to have the encouragement of people. So if people are looking for more information on this, where are the best places to go to obtain this information?
They can contact City Hall, of course, the Rome Area Chamber of Commerce. They can look at the website. There's on their website, there's a page for Honor America Days. It lists all the events, and it lists the Canal's events as well. And we also will be doing more social media outreach and a little bit of advertising.
Okay. I was going to say there's probably a Facebook page where people can find us too.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Well, so this is two major celebrations coming up in the city of Rome. Saturday, July 22nd, it kicks off the Bicentennial celebration, and then the following weekend would be the Honor America Days parade and celebration.
We're extremely busy in Rome. I believe today would be the closing ceremonies for the World Series of Bocce, which we'll have.
Yeah.
Yes, well, that's always quite a weekend for us. And then we lead right into the Bicentennial the next weekend, and then the following weekend's Honor America Day. So for the next few weeks, we're very, very busy in Rome.
So as I always remind people, they can never say that there's nothing going on in the area because we are very busy.
Exactly.
Lots of events. Well, thank you so much, Mayor, for being here today.
Thank you.